Hey everyone, we are here today with another movie reaction. Today I am finally getting around to watching The Drama. This is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a while now because I saw the trailer in theaters. I can't remember now what movie I was seeing in theaters at the time, but I saw the trailer during the previews at the theater and it just looked so messy, and I love a messy movie. I think Robert Pattinson and Zendaya will make for a really fun pair on screen. All I know going in is we have a wedding. I think we're not very happy in this relationship. I don't know why these two main characters are getting married because based on what I saw in the trailer, they seem to like low-key hate each other. But maybe I'm reading it wrong. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know the story or the plot, but I think it'll be a fun watch. So if you'd like to watch the full movie with me, my uncut reactions are available below on my Patreon. Thank you to everyone who is already over there. You are the reason why I'm able to pull off doing all of this full time right now. Thank you for that support. Other places you can find me, I stream on Twitch, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I have a horror movie podcast with my friend Caitlin called I'd Survive. If you'd rather just watch the edited version of my reaction to The Drama here on YouTube, then let's get into it. Ooh, the camera has a bit of grain to it. I like it. Is it meet cute time? Why is this perspective kind of giving stalker? Wait, why am I scared of him? The way that they're shooting it is a bit uncomfortable, actually. The Damage. I don't think I've heard of this book. Bro's creeping me out. Oh my god, he's looking at whoa, 4.82 stars on Goodreads. Am I missing out? I don't know. Maybe this isn't a real book. He's looking it up beforehand.
So much. It's
Liar!
It's incredible.
What a weirdo! Ooh, bro's paranoid. He's paranoid, being perceived, being rejected.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
I see. She has no idea.
I'm deaf in this one.
You're deaf?
Yeah.
Oh.
This one, though.
Robert Pattinson does awkward so well.
We could just try it again, maybe?
You want to try? Just do it again.
Do it again. What did you think of the ending?
And of what?
Of the book, I just finished it.
Oh,
You didn't look it up?
Like, do you think that's what it was?
I think so. I think so.
Diabolical.
I thought it was just more of a kind of metaphor for like.
It's more charming for him to just like admit like, I'm sorry, I actually didn't read it. Like I just was wanting to impress you. Like it's because now she's gonna know, right?
I didn't read the book. And,
oh good.
Yeah.
What?
Oh good, he's admitting it.
That's weird.
It's kind of weird, but I'm happy that he came clean about it so early.
You actually doubled down.
Yeah, what was I supposed to do?
How about reading the book?
You didn't even spark note it.
I want to say this thing about her laugh. It's very cute, but it's also kind of like
Little obnoxious.
Propulsive even. Yeah, okay.
And then I kind of want to say something about.
Why do you want to talk about fucking in front of your family?
It's not sentimental
or her
enough.
family?
I want to say like directly.
Are these vows? I just realized. I thought he was a writer and she was like his muse. Don't say that in your vows.
Okay, what if I said licentious or
what if
languorous?
Just
what
skip
if
this part completely.
what if maybe like if you have to look up a word, you shouldn't be using it in vows that are supposed to be genuine to you? Ooh, this man.
Maybe you should start with something funny so you're not like immediately in tears.
But it's kind of sweet.
Crying makes you look kind of ugly.
Oh, thanks.
Wait, so you can just like go in whenever?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
So you bring all the girls here.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Bro, does he even work here?
So he trapped
Okay.
you?
I was gonna say, interesting time for the first kiss.
Looking at each other.
Whoa. Whoa. The credits on the screen glitching out. God, a wedding, by the way, you guys, is my worst nightmare. And I know there's drama that's gonna go down at this wedding, so my anxiety is at an all-time high. They're doing very good. This is a cute dance. I always do that to my siblings.
I don't know. I feel like we should just dance normally, right?
What do you mean?
Them
I don't know, it kinda
obsessing
feels
over
a
the
little
dance and the vows.
performative.
That's the word I was about to say. Everything feels performative when it comes to the wedding planning. I mean, even with how he introduced himself to her was performative. So it feels like he doesn't know how to not be performative. And she's just trying to have some fun. This is nice.
Hey, can we stop fucking around? What the fuck?
Oh my god. What the hell? Is it that serious?
I think that was Pauline.
Oh, where?
Smoking heroin?
Wait.
Okay.
Are you serious?
It was her. It was the fucking wedding DJ.
You're kidding.
No, I think we just get somebody else, I guess.
The wedding is this Saturday. People do drugs.
Babe, there's drugs and then there's heroin.
Yeah, heroin's in a different league.
Not performing surgery. She's she's a DJ.
But isn't it more the fact that she was doing it out in the street?
It was like a party or something.
I was like, there's a whole bunch of other crackheads.
Why are you trying to be her publicist all of a sudden?
We don't know her, that's why. We don't even know for sure anything about that situation.
Another glass of his skin contacts, because I haven't quite made my mind about the wine.
Has he made his mind up about anything in life, ever?
Okay, what if she was a pedophile?
Oh, what?
Mike.
Yeah, I think that would be a line, yeah.
Bad vibes all
But
around.
a heroin
sure.
addict, on the other hand.
There could be great vibes.
Okay.
It could,
Could
be great vibes.
Why are you acting like you've never done anything bad?
Not that bad.
What about the dog story?
They don't.
What did you do to a dog? Because you're not invited to my wedding if you hurt a dog.
Just tell the story.
He's ashamed. It's bad.
Please.
It's actually, I think, really bad.
Or we said the worst thing we've ever done.
Yes, and then we said we'd never speak about it again.
Ooh, why would she bring that up then?
Do you want me to tell it?
No, I don't want anyone.
Oh my god, wait. I'm uncomfortable.
I'll do mine too.
Okay.
I'll tell mine if we all do it.
Oh my god. These confessions are about to be so bad.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Instinctively, she starts kicking at it, which only makes the dog more aggressive. And
He used her as a human shield.
I
That's
didn't
what you said.
do-
You
I-
said you held her in front of you to avoid getting bit.
Okay, I thought that was actually going to be so much worse than that.
Yeah, okay. Let's hear yours then.
No, I regret it.
You have to.
He came over to my house one day wanting to show me some abandoned RV that he had found in the woods. I noticed this empty closet. And I dared him to get in it. And he immediately started screaming, so I ran away.
How long was he in there?
Yeah.
You didn't go back?
It freaked me out, so I just ran home and I didn't say anything. What?
You didn't tell anyone?
What happened to it?
I don't know.
What? You never saw him again?
The next morning when I woke up, there was like a full search party going.
You left him there overnight.
Yeah, they found him. Don't worry, he's alive. He's alive.
Okay.
Well, what would you have done if, like, they hadn't found
You would have
him?
let him
I
die?
would've said
That,
Okay.
Let's hear yours then,
Yeah,
Charlie.
come on, Charlie.
Is Charlie gonna tell a real truth here?
I cyberbullied someone really badly when I was in school.
That's awful.
He moved. His entire family moved.
Because of the bullying?
Yeah. It's lame, but they didn't move. And he was crying. I made him cry.
What?
Girl is sitting here looking at all these people like, what is wrong with y'all?
I, like, almost did a mass shooting.
What do you mean?
Like, I had a weapon and I brought it to school, which was my dad's rifle.
No one noticed a whole ass rifle?
I was practicing in the woods and I held the gun too close.
You said you had that since birth. What do you...
Well, I didn't, like, want to say, yeah, that was that. Yeah.
I need to know what stopped her.
I was 15 years
Oh,
old.
you were 15? So what? Does that make it okay? You were 15? Sam is actually paralyzed because of that.
Who's Sam?
My cousin, my fucking cousin!
Oh. Oh, it's projectile.
Oh.
It's interesting. Their conversation reflected kind of what they were saying before, where it's like the DJ, they can be a heroin addict, but like we don't want them to be a pedophile. And then them all sharing like the bad things they've done. And it's like, where is the line where you actually get upset with someone? It's a very controversial thing. She didn't do anything, but even the fact that she was going to do it. What is this? What the hell is this? Is this real? Is this real? Maybe we're dreaming. I don't know if that was showing us the future or if that was just a dream, but I can't lie, after what she just confessed, I can't be sure. There's no way. I feel like this movie is going to be more complicated than that. Like, ooh, she almost did a shooting when she was younger and now she does it at her wedding. Like, that's not going to be it.
I mean, she's insane. She's insane, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's obviously not the person you thought she was.
Ooh. Okay, so he is second guessing all of this. I think that would be fair.
I'll take care of it.
Take care of
Call
it.
the police.
Oh, call the police.
I'll beat her up. Whatever you want.
It's so weird. Like, it's so complicated that she's not ever done anything. But it's kind of like brings up the question, like, do you think someone can become better and grow from that? Having almost done something like that, do you think they can truly change and be better?
Why say it in front of everybody?
I didn't fucking plan it.
Again, he's so performative. He's more upset about her saying it in front of everybody rather than just telling him privately. What's the issue here? Is it that she almost did that, or is it because your friends now know that she almost did that?
How did you even get the... why did you want to shoot up your school?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I don't want you to fixate on this. You know how you are. You do.
No, this is something that we do need to fixate on and talk through. No, this is something that we need to talk through a lot. Oh, we're actually going back.
Sorry.
Fuck you!
Ever heard of deodorant?
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't like an original idea. Shootings all the time.
Yeah.
You're intrigued. By what?
The aesthetics of it.
Of what?
Looking at it as an aesthetic is crazy.
Thing online, and I think I just thought it looked cool.
Yikes. That also really makes me think about the glamorization of suicide, that whole discussion that happened when 13 Reasons Why came out. The fact that she's like, it was an aesthetic online is a problem with a lot of like problematic behavior. It's really scary.
I'll shoot you first, then your parents, then I'll shoot you and your parents, the maid, grandparents, and you don't have any siblings, right? No. Okay. I think that, why don't we, let's do a little warm-up.
This is about to be so awkward.
Yeah, Charlie, just a completely natural smile. Yeah, just like... Remember, you know each other really well. You're
Remember that.
together. You're in love. We want to show it to the world.
You can't marry this woman. He can't. Or at least we can't right now because he is so in his head. But like, he's not comfortable with her anymore. So like, this is not the time to be getting married.
Jesus fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? People fucking cross here.
Man.
Call
Ooh.
your
Get the fuck out of the
I'm
way!
not getting out of the fucking way.
And that's gonna freak him out. Now that behavior now is gonna all trace back for him and it's gonna freak him out.
How close did you get?
Probably want to know why. Why did she do it?
God, she
What's wrong with
filmed. Are you kidding me? If her webcam was updated, would she have done it? What
Oh my
the
god,
hell?
there's a shooting. Yeah, at the mall.
That's the reason you didn't do it. Because somebody else just got there first.
And then you didn't feel special?
Be with them. Be aware of them. It's okay if you're emotional.
Gun violence. I'm just trying to organize a little something, you know.
Me?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you'd be a good speaker. You sound legit, and I just feel like you have the best face for it. Okay, yeah, Emma it is.
Okay, and this is where it all turns around for her?
Let's make the world a better
Okay,
place,
yes.
It felt like finally waking up from a bad dream.
Okay.
Just like that.
Because of the attention or because you actually had an understanding and an empathy now?
When did
Charlie,
the...
can we stop talking about this? It's just until like after the wedding, because...
No, I fear I would need to talk about it before the wedding.
I just think it's important to talk.
Yeah. And we did.
We did, but I feel like I still don't understand her or understand if she's fully grown from that mentality based on how she talks about it. If she were to feel shunned by the world again, would those violent thoughts return? Is kind of where I'm like, I'm not sure. Yeah, have fun with the vows. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, we're gonna, okay, yep, let's take that. Well, you might as well take it all out. At this point, I feel like he feels, yeah, this is exactly how he's feeling.
I was making a smoothie. Why
Oh
are you
my
looking at me
god.
like that? Like you're scared of me. Do you think I came over here to stab you?
Well, we just need to keep talking. We just need to talk more about everything. The conversation was like half there. Oh, she did it to be funny.
Very funny.
Brain rot? Why is it an aesthetic at the museum? So what is this? I mean, I guess brain rot is the appropriate title.
What is this? Did you put this on my desk? Do you know who it is?
That's weird. Where did it come from?
What did you want? Just an update. She's just like not responding.
Juggling a million things.
What does that mean? She's not gonna do it?
Probably not.
So, what should we do?
I think we just like move on with someone else.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's your friend.
I don't think he can sleep with her. I think it's gonna come to an awkward, abrupt stop. He's gonna be triggered.
Is everything okay?
Oh dear, yeah.
Yeah, just...
Oh dear. Oh my god. It's painful to watch.
Let's just start over.
That's what she said before, their first time meeting. You want to start over?
Do you live around here?
Girl, I don't think this is gonna work. This is a cute thing to do, not like a fixing things to do.
It's stupid. Like, I'm not overthinking anything. It's just been a stressful week.
Well, then why'd you throw out the mug?
What mug?
Your mug with the fucking gun on it.
I didn't realize the mug meant so much. I'm sorry I threw it away.
It's obviously not about the fucking mug, Charlie.
Rachel, you're the maid of honor, and if you
She's the
called in the
maid.
middle of the night and say you're not coming to the wedding, I mean, you locked a mentally disabled child in a closet? You said he was slow. You said he was
Please,
slow.
let's not fight, guys.
She didn't like come up with it on her own.
I mean, no one does any at this point.
I'm sure there's thousands of people like that.
Don't say that to me right now.
Because really could be anyone.
It could.
Oh,
It could.
so it's
That's
America's
terrifying.
I don't know.
Well,
I do think it's a cultural thing.
Oh, please, look at Mike. He grew up around guns. You had an uncle that owned like a bunch of guns.
Yeah, because he was a cop. I'm
Oh.
not terrified of him. Why would you even say that?
What?
Her friend died when she was young.
Who?
Her neighbor. She was extremely close
and
to.
look at him. He's like, if I can just get my friends to understand and not think if it's that big of a deal, like then maybe I can go through with it. He's so concerned about what other people think.
I don't know. I think it kind of makes her a little more interesting to me, I guess.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know what he means by that. It's almost like he verbalized it that way, like, oh, it's interesting. Like he was kind of trying to project that mentality onto them, hoping that they would take that bait and be like, huh.
Rachel's cousin.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is her.
I'm friends with Rachel. You guys are really close.
I mean, she's family.
What does that mean exactly?
That she's family.
You know how Rachel is.
Okay, what was your name?
This isn't going well. I don't even know what he's trying to do right now.
I just,
What do you want from her? I mean, he really is going to need her to accept Emma more than anyone because she was a victim of what Emma almost did.
Emma, I know worse people than you. Jesus.
I know worse people than you, he said. Who sent that? That is so weird.
What's like the worst thing you've ever done?
What's the worst thing I've ever done? Cheated.
Yeah, like recently or...
I was dating this guy who was very nice. We lived together for like 2 years and could not bring myself to have sex with him anymore. I started sleeping with his older married friend.
Wow.
Who treated me like shit. And everybody found out about it and it was a whole fucking mess.
What would you do if you found out that your boyfriend
We're going to scare this woman.
planned a school shooting? He had a weapon and everything, but he didn't.
I mean, that would scare me, obviously. Well, why didn't he do it?
His car broke down and he decided not to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
but
not
otherwise,
okay.
he would have just gone through with it.
The point is he didn't, so...
No, that's not the point. Intention to me is like more important than action. And there was no like moment where she was like, this isn't good. This isn't okay. This would affect people. They'd be gone forever, affect families. Like, this is not, there was never, it seems, that moment for her, which is the important thing.
But come on, that's a huge red flag.
Even after you've dated him for 2 years.
Come on, you've seen Blake. I mean, he would murder me in like 2 seconds.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
He told you he regretted everything,
Mm-hmm.
and that
Has she
he
said
made
that?
you believe beyond a doubt that he's changed.
Well, sure, then maybe there's something that can grow from there, but
Isn't that exactly what a psychopath would do?
shit, that's true. No, she has a point there. Okay, that was crazy, by the way, on his part. Obviously, he just wanted her to be like, well, then he wants someone to tell him you can forgive her. It's not a big deal. It's okay. We all been there. Haha. But you're not going to get that answer out of anybody. And there's just no way to like know beyond reasonable, like without a doubt that she's changed without being in her own mind. And you can't do that. All trust is a leap of faith.
Are you okay?
Sorry.
What's going on?
It's just
Anyway, yeah, there was just something we wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
We saw you the other day on the street.
Oh, man. Oh.
I don't do that.
Okay.
But I didn't fucking do it.
Okay. Gotta believe her. Oh, they're just going for that. They're just going for it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Admit it, and we can move on. You're not in trouble.
I think we've made it.
No. We saw you. You were on Arlington.
Oh my gosh. She wants to have a common enemy or common judgment to have with the two of them against her to make her feel better.
You're being a fucking cunt.
Ugh.
Excuse me?
You're a bitch. And you're a fucking pussy. I can't believe you just ripped my shirt off.
This isn't real. Is this real?
All right, let's bring in Mom and Dad.
They got married. I love the dress.
Blake, Misha's boyfriend.
Like,
Yes.
oh my
Yes,
god.
of course.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
That's it. Thanks for coming.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
My girl, you look absolutely stunning today. As a teenager, you became an activist. Passion for gun control, egging Walmart employees for selling weapons.
Rachel? Rachel? That was unnecessary.
Wasn't that a wild coincidence?
Sorry.
Duh.
Sorry.
Oh my god. That sounded exactly like a gunshot. Jesus.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, we got through one speech. I'm terrified for their speech. Are they going to give speeches? Or do we skip past that part? Oh my gosh, and they're talking again. They're talking again, and she thinks they're talking about her. What is she? What?
I want to do my speech.
No, I know, I understand.
I want to do it.
She's gonna give a speech. Maybe no. Oh my god.
Some words from the maid of honor, Rachel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So when Emma asked me to be her maid of honor, I was a bit surprised. Don't you have real friends? Kidding!
It's painful.
You have found a very open-minded partner in Charlie. We're on a tight schedule, I see. But yeah.
It could be worse. Actually, I was expecting worse. Okay, we're freaking out. Yeah.
Questions about a school shooter.
Oh.
He was like asking for a friend.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's like, now everybody's finding out.
Sorry, did I scare you? Bride, you look beautiful.
Are we gonna talk?
Were you just talking to someone?
Susan?
Susan.
Susan. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. But maybe we misheard. We probably misheard because we're so paranoid.
You promised you didn't say anything.
Yeah. Like, she was probably talking about there was another one, like, a week ago. Get who?
Misha, so I can talk to her.
I don't know. I just don't think.
Of course he doesn't want to do that.
Okay, I'll go get her.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Emma.
He kissed me. And we stopped immediately, and it truly
Oh my
meant
god.
nothing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so this is out in the open now. I like things being out in the open.
He started crying, and I was just trying to make him feel better, and he very clearly misread the signals.
It was an accident. I didn't. Fuck. Like,
Oh, okay.
the groom is going to speak first. Pardon.
What has he come up with?
I hadn't read the book, but I pretended to so I could talk to her. And then she had this laugh, which is really specific, repulsive, but in a funny way. Like, it's very...
Okay, maybe we should be reading off of our paper. He didn't end up finishing the paper, though. It's all deleted, isn't it?
We had, like, this amazing sex, and
Oh my God.
Can you just please, like, can you just stop gossiping? All right, it's just a wedding. She didn't do anything, okay?
Oh dear.
I can't understand why I would have done anything to hurt you, especially not with fucking Misha. Jesus.
Okay, so everybody knows that now. That's cool. Oh my God. He's about to fight. He's about to punch him in the face. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that she didn't give a speech after that.
I didn't harass her.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. I don't want to say I've been here because I've not been here, but in terms of like sad dancing, like I'm breaking down emotionally, but I'm gonna dance. I do understand this coping method. Oh. I think that's the first time we saw him throw up like that.
Hey.
Can I sit?
Oh my God, are they gonna start over? Do the thing where they act like they're meeting for the first time?
I'm really sorry.
Do you live around here?
What?
Yeah, she's doing the thing.
I come here sometimes too, and I feel like I've seen you here before.
Wow, I think her being willing to give him a fresh start kind of forces him to being like, okay, I have to give her a fresh start as well. Forget it all and just choose to get to know each other from where we're at now.
I live like 2 blocks from you. Yeah, this guy stole her baby from a stroller, actually.
Wow.
And, he said he was gonna eat it.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wow.
I had to stop.
It was very brave of you.
Thanks.
It's nice to meet you, Charlie.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Emma.
Okay. Guys, I had to scrap my original outro to this video because I have since been spiraling online, reading Reddits, reading comment sections about this movie, seeing everything that everyone's been discussing, and I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you what my original outro looked like. But this was just like one of those movies that I grasped at a lot. I think I grasped a decent amount of it on a first watch, but then like after doing more research on the movie and reading more about it and everything and seeing everyone's opinions, I was just like, oh my gosh, like I just scratched the surface. Actually, in my original outro, I also think my mind has just like spiraled a million times a minute over every single character in this movie since I've had more time to think about it. And I have more complex feelings about these characters than what I originally said right after I finished watching the movie. So where do I begin? Like, this is going to be a long ass outro. First of all, I want to start off by saying that this was an incredible movie. I immediately rated it 4 stars after the spiral that my mind has gone through. The spiral that this movie has caused me, I think I'll probably raise that to at least 4.5 because just a movie that creates a conversation as complicated as this is always something that I appreciate. I loved the directing. I loved the performances. I loved the editing. The editing was so fast paced. So like someone would say something and then I'd be like, and then all of a sudden something else is happening and I'm like, oh my God, like it was so quick. The dialogue was so quick, which I did like. I think there was like a lot of insane things being said in a really passive way where it's like on a first watch, I was like, oh, okay, moving on, I guess, even though it's like maybe we should stick on that. Something that obviously the characters don't move on from is Emma's secret. So let's talk about Emma. In my original outro, my thoughts on Emma were kind of comprised of me being like, I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't feel like in the movie we got a full picture that proved to me that she had changed. I do need to keep in mind, however, the movie's not in her perspective. We're very much more in Charlie's perspective. So it means like we have to take much more of like a leap of faith in our trust with Emma in the same way that Charlie has to decide to do. But for Emma, at the end of the day, I was like, that's a really scary secret to have. That's a really scary thing to have almost done. And it wasn't just a passing fantasy. It wasn't even a full-blown thought out fantasy that she thought about all the time. It was more than that. She tried to film the video that would be found after the shooting, and she took a gun to school. Like, so I've seen some people online being like, well, she didn't even do it. It was just a fantasy. Like, she didn't even do it. And obviously, yes, she didn't do it, but it also was more than a fantasy to an uncomfortable extent. And I don't think, like, I've just seen people talking about this secret of hers online and how they're like, whatever, Charlie, it's not that big of a deal. You've done worse. Your friends have done worse, which, oh my fucking God, we'll get to the friends. We'll get to Rachel. I don't know. There's still such a heaviness to what, of course, Emma almost did that I don't think can be pushed aside either. I think if I found that out about my partner a week before our wedding, I would be like, what? I will say it is a good sign that he's so incredibly shocked by it. For the longest time, he thinks she's joking. And I think that this points to the fact that it's likely that she has changed and grown from the moment when she was 15 and almost did that, because he is so baffled. He is so like, this can't be real. You, what? You know, he is so shocked. I think that would prove that her character now is like something that, you know, doing something like that, thinking something like that is just unfathomable for him to think that she would be capable of. I think though, when it comes to this movie, when it comes to Emma, at least, what I find interesting is that there are more people online being like, she has grown up and changed. There's a lot reflected in the movies that shown that she's changed. And I agree, but you'll never know for sure. And I think that's what really captures me about this movie, especially with Emma's character. I've seen a lot of people say it's not that big of a deal. She didn't actually do anything. She has changed. And let's talk about that. So yes, when she planned to do this, when she brought the gun to school, she was 15 years old. And I've also seen online people saying there's like two sides of this situation that I see people arguing. Some people argue there was another shooting that day. The weight of the shooting woke her up from this fantasy aesthetic that she saw online and thought would be cool and to do. It really woke her up from that and made her face the reality and the repercussions of what doing that would actually mean, because she saw it reflected in someone else's shooting that day. And that's what stopped her. She realized how awful it is, how real and awful it is, and she started to grow and change from there. Other people online I've seen say another shooting took place that day, and it stopped her from doing her shooting because she didn't feel like she would get the amount of attention that she wanted. She didn't want to share that attention with another person. So she would have gone and done it a different day with some time having passed, but in the waiting period, she ended up actually connecting with people and making friends. And because she didn't feel alone and isolated anymore, she decided to leave the whole shooting fantasy and plan in the past and move on. But those people argue like she hasn't actually grown. It was just circumstance. It just didn't happen to work out. And then she just happened to meet people that distracted her from wanting to do that anymore and whatever. And I think what is incredible about this movie is we don't know. We have to, alongside Charlie's character, just decide to take a leap of faith and choose whether or not we can trust this person and give them a chance to grow from what they've done or almost did, you know. prove to us one-on-one every day going forward that that is not who they are anymore. And I think that's a super interesting thing. I just find it extremely, we haven't even gotten to like the school, the shooting aspect of it all, but just on that level where it's like, are people capable of change? I think that's a really difficult question. I think it's a case by case situation, which makes it really hard. But I think it's honestly a really big problem today more than ever, where people do not want to let other people grow and change. And it does come from a place of fear. In my original outro, I said, I don't know if I could marry Emma anymore, knowing that she almost did that, even if it was 15 years ago, because I'm so scared. Me personally, I'm so scared of people. I'm so scared of what the world has come to. In Emma's specific situation, do I blame her for having those thoughts? No. For having that plan? No. I blame society. I blame the lack of gun control. And I blame the fucking internet for glamorizing such awful, awful things and turning these awful things into aesthetics. That's so sickening and it's so sad. And I just really think that you can see in how she speaks about what she almost did. And in those flashbacks, you can see that she just does not understand the gravity of what she was planning to do. You can either choose, like I said, to believe that she grew to understand the gravity and become better, or you can choose to believe that she didn't. It all comes down to what box you want to put someone in or give them the chance to grow, and it might do you good to give someone a chance, and it might not. I'm having such a hard time coming up with an outro and like what to say about this movie because it's so fucking gray. And I thrive in the gray, but sometimes I see everything in so much gray that like I get lost in it and I'm like, what am I even saying? But like that's how this movie is making me feel. It's making me feel extremely existential. I'm not okay. I think by the end of the movie, because they both give each other second chances, I kind of get a feeling the movie is kind of telling the audience that you should be more willing to give people a chance to change and grow. And that comes back to what I was saying before, where it feels like we're not in a society right now where that's allowed. You can touch that back to cancel culture, where someone said something, made a mistake 15 years ago, and they'll get canceled for it today. And people are like, no, like, don't let people grow and change. Like, no, you couldn't, if you did that 15 years ago, if you said that 15 years ago, if you did this, if you almost did this, you just must be an awful person and we don't want to see it. It's just like frustrating because a lot of the times those people that are saying that and acting that way and giving that attitude, casting judgment and being like, no, you are awful, are the people who are the most awful, the people who have done the worst things. And that's what brings me to Rachel. I think on my first watch of this movie, the Rachel situation, I was just like so baffled by her. I was just like kind of like, what the fuck? Okay, anyways. And then something else would happen to be like, what the fuck? Okay. You know what I mean? I didn't fully understand the purpose of her character and the messaging of the film. Obviously, I was like, okay, I don't like her. And there's some things here in her character that make me doubt her. And I don't think she's a good person. But reading discussions on her online and seeing what other people say about her purpose as a foil in the movie, I totally agree with. And there was something I actually missed on my first watch of this movie that makes me talk the way that I'm about to talk about Rachel, where when they all like divulge their secrets and she talks about locking a quote slow neighbor of hers, child, in a closet in a abandoned RV somewhere in the woods. She originally said, like, I don't know what happened to him. And then later on in the conversation, she was like, oh, he was found. And I don't think, like, on my first watch, I didn't fully, like, connect that and, like, realize what happened there. But other people I've seen pointed out, and I agree that I think she is lying about knowing that he was found and is okay. I think she's fucking lying about that because she saw the people in the room cast judgment on her and she was like, oh, well, he's fine. And it's just so weird, like the tone that she brought that up in. LOL, no big deal. Even if he was found, speaking about it the way that she did was so like sinister. And then on top of that, to have done something like that to a person, to a mentally disabled child, to have done that, and likely, because seriously, I think that she doesn't know whatever happened to him, and it's possible that he fucking died in that closet. She might have murdered a child and is now talking about it as a lighthearted joke at dinner parties with friends. What she did is awful. Awful. And I do think if you want to, this movie would be so great to show in an ethics class. I did have to take ethics in college and like learn all these different things. And I remember learning about like different philosophers and ethics where it was like trying to compare one bad deed to another bad deed and how do you measure what's worse. It's very interesting. It does stress me out. It's like, yeah, Emma didn't actually do anything, and Rachel may be responsible for a dead child. And even let's say we don't know for sure that she's lying about him being found, okay? But when it got brought up in the friend group, like, you didn't say anything, you didn't tell your parents, there was a whole search party, you didn't come clean. She was like, no, but like I would have. Girl, when? No, I do not believe her. No, you wouldn't have. So anyways, again, Emma planned to do something awful, planned a school shooting, but did not go through with it. And very likely, I think, did become a better person. Rachel actually did something awful, locked a boy in a closet and left him for dead. And she's over here judging this. No, you can't. Who are you to judge? It's like, it feels like projection. It feels like you harbor guilt for all the bad things you've done in life. And the thing that makes you feel better is just pointing all of that at anyone else that you can and being like, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. It's performative. It's embarrassing. I'm getting really heated. So I think that's like a really interesting thing that the movie's setting up with her character. Like this idea of, I think she's supposed to represent just a bad person who's masking as good and being really performative about their morals, putting themselves on a high horse compared to everyone else's morals, and then like harboring their own dark secrets, but then casting down everyone else who's ever even thought to do something bad. I don't want to take away the gravity of what Emma almost did. That's something that I've seen online happen a lot, where there's just people defending Emma, and I get it. I get it because, like I said, I don't blame Emma for her thoughts. I blame like the system, what kids are exposed to. But it still, I think, is valid for Charlie to be worried. Like if I was Charlie, I would be like, can we make sure like we go to therapy? Because she's having a really hard time discussing that time in her life. It feels like there's still a lot that Emma needs to unpack. I feel like they didn't have a really satisfying conversation with like closure on the subject. And I feel like that's something I would need to work toward with my partner. If it was my sibling and I was like really close with my sibling, and I know that they almost did that because they were super fucking depressed and they had this awful influence from the internet and from their country and the lack of gun control and all this shit, I would be sad for my sibling. But if I was like really close with them and 15 years passed and I could like see, I think I'd be able to see the change in sticking by them for 15 years. But when you're someone who's just met someone later in life and you're dating a couple of years, I feel like that's different. And I would be nervous. I would be scared. I would really like therapy. I would need to have conversation after conversation. I would need to like, do you know what I mean? It is a huge deal what she almost did. And whether she grew from it or not, I think the more I talk about it, the more I think that she did. But it still is like, I can't know that for sure just as someone who's dated you for a couple years. Like you think you know a person, but then when you find that out and it's a total shock to you and you're like, I can't imagine you ever being capable of that. Now, it would really make me spiral as well. And I am an overthinker, and I'm someone who is like, watched too many horror movies and consumed too much true crime. And I'm like, oh my God, anyone can turn on you at any second. And that's me. I wouldn't be able to marry them, by the way. I wouldn't be able to marry them, but I think the most I could do is like continue to date them, go to therapy, work on the communication of it all, and get through it together and try to really understand, okay, you have grown from this. You do want, like, you know what I mean? But Charlie, on the other hand, is interesting. The cyberbullying secret. I've seen people say, I don't know if that's true or not. Like, if he made something up on the spot, because when he was asked, he was like, I don't know. And then it seemed like how he performed it seemed like maybe he did make it up, which is weird. But if he didn't, it's another case of something that was actually done versus something that Emma never did. I think, cyberbullying aside, the second chance that Emma decides to grant him isn't about the cyberbullying. It's about his interaction with Misha. He cheats on Emma with his coworker Misha. And this is something that I've not seen a lot of people talk about. And correct me if I'm wrong in bringing up this conversation. I could be like reading too much into it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm an overthinker. But like, so he cheats on Emma. And so this is something where he's done something bad. She's gonna, at the end of the movie, offer him a second chance. He, in return, offers her a second chance after like spiraling about what he learned about her, right? So at the end of the day, I really do think this is a movie that's like inspiring its audience to give people chances to grow, unless your name is Rachel. So sorry to all the Rachels. But with Misha and him almost having sex with her at work, I've not really seen any discussion around this scene as far as whether it's considered assault. I know that Misha, he asks Misha, what's the worst thing you've ever done? And she says, I've cheated. And we know she's in a relationship now. And when Charlie goes in to kiss her and things start getting heated, she does go along with it. And given what she said before about having cheated in the past and how it's kind of performed and shot, it seems like she is willing and ready to have sex with him, and that she is like non-verbally consenting to that through the actions that we see on screen. However, I don't know. I don't know. This is just something I wanted to bring up and get your guys' thoughts on. These are coworkers. Just because someone cheated in their past doesn't mean they're gonna consent to cheat with anybody that gives them that opportunity, you know? So I don't want to take into her account her past cheating history into this moment. I want to leave that as a separate thing. But I'm just saying, like, in this situation, they are coworkers and he is getting violent and manic. He literally, like, out at the table, he throws something, doesn't he? He's getting scary. And he doesn't ask for a kiss. He's very aggressive in grabbing her and kissing her and ripping open her shirt and turning her around, lifting up her skirt. There's like no moment to make sure that this is something she wants. Even though, yes, her body language, she does give into it. But I just want to bring up the whole fawn tactic that a lot of women, maybe tactic's the wrong word, but like the fawn reaction that a lot of women fall into statistically when it comes to assault, where the reaction on the woman's end is often to just go along with it out of fear that it will not only be a sexual assault, but it'll also be a physical assault if they try to stop this and get away, because in the average man stronger than the average woman, it's terrifying. And so I like just wanted to bring up the thought, like the conversation with you guys. Do you think that this was an assault and that Misha was fawning and just going along with it out of fear? I know that she's very like, she walks away from it like, whatever, dude, and whatever, but I don't know. At the end of the day, this movie is about how you don't know what's going on in anyone's brains. You don't know. You can't be in someone else's brain and understand what they're thinking. The circumstances of that whole situation make me question that and make me feel really icky and make me feel scared for her. And I don't know if, like, be completely honest with me with your opinion here. I've not heard anybody talk about this, so like I'm a little nervous to talk about it because I don't know if I'm just reading into things or overcomplicating things or being stupid, but That's another thing. If you look at that as an assault, it's like, that's like a huge stain on his character. And it makes you really wonder, does he deserve that second chance by the end of the movie? If you choose to believe that Emma has grown from what she almost did when she was 15 years old, I think the answer is easy. She does deserve a second chance. She does. But when it comes to Charlie, if the cyberbullying thing was true, if you look at the Misha situation as an assault, I don't think he deserves a second chance. Yeah, that's something to talk about. And then another character that was really interesting was Pauline, the DJ, who they thought they saw smoking heroin. If there's anyone who's familiar with heroin, did it look like heroin? Like, I don't know. The characters kind of seemed like we don't even know if that's heroin, but it looks like it is. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So I don't know. If you told me, nah, girl, that was a joint, like, I'd probably believe you and be like, oh, I don't know drugs like that. But I just found Pauline's character really interesting, her being fired and everything. But I think what led up to it was like this need for Emma to feel like she had a common enemy, is a strong word, someone to judge together. And that would bring them down to like the same playing field. And I think this is another subtext of the movie, another theme in the movie that reflects the way that society works a lot as well. It's so crazy. Like when you both have someone to gossip about, that brings people together. When you both have someone to judge together, it brings you together. And it's disgusting. It's like choosing to be on like this moral high ground with another person brings you closer. And I feel like, I don't know if that's Emma's true character, like judging Pauline the way that she did, but I assume it is Charlie's true character. I think he overthinks everyone's character, which is to an extent relatable. But Emma, like, kind of stooping down to Charlie's judgmental level to, like, I think relate to him is what happened with the Pauline situation. And it's really sad to see her act that way because she was really quiet when it came to the friends sitting at the dinner table revealing their secrets. She really didn't say a word. She just accepted what everyone else did and moved on, whereas everyone else at the table was like, what the fuck, which, like, for a lot of those stories from them, we should kind of be saying what the fuck, but Emma didn't. She didn't. But then later on, with all the judgment cast on her, you see her kind of like try to join that energy to be on the same level, like connect with Charlie again and cast that judgment onto Pauline, which it's just something I wanted to point out that I found interesting. I guess that's my outro. And I wanted to end this discussion by asking you guys a really crazy question that I don't think really has an answer, but I'm going to ask it anyways because I feel like the movie wants you to ask yourselves this. Out of these characters, who do you think is a good person versus a bad person? How do you even define a good person versus a bad person? But with the knowledge that we have about these fictional characters, which of them would you group into the good category and which of them would you group into the bad? That's my homework for you. I can't wait to read your replies. I can't wait to read any comments about this movie. I don't know. I think this movie is just not at all what I expected and it really like threw me for a loop and I was like, whoa, fuck, okay. So I hope that my like first reaction, it feels like a bit more of a vulnerable one to post on the internet because it was like a lot to keep up with and there was just so much. There was so much to process, but I will end the outro here. This is my longest outro in a really, really, really long time. And that is all, thanks to what the movie has given us. So much to talk about. And I just want to thank you guys for being here and watching this video. And hopefully I will see you guys next time.